Now calling the matter of people versus Dorian Dwayne Watts. This is ticket SP 1322760. Drove while license not valid or improper license. Ticket SP 1183392. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, improper plates. Ticket SP 1322740. Failed to stop for a stop sign. Count 1. Count 2, no proof of insurance. Ticket number SP 1385568, defective windshield. Ticket number SP 1385559. Count 1, expired plate. Count 2, no receipt or unsigned registration. Count 3, no proof of insurance. Ticket SP 1385617, drive while license suspended. And ticket SP 1385573, failed to secure load. Count 1, failure to tarp load. Count 2. May I have appearances for the record, starting with the city attorney, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexa Schneider for the people, P80322.
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. Alexandra Miller, P86290, on behalf of Mr. Dorian Watts, who is failing to appear this morning, Your Honor.
All right. Have you had any counsel with your defendant? If so, can you please make a record?
Yes, Your Honor. I have had contact with Mr. Watts. I had contact with Mr. Watts at our last court hearing, the final pretrial. I also had attempted to get a hold of Mr. Watts via text message to set up a phone call meeting. He did not respond to that text message. However, I was able to get him on the phone last night. We had a telephone conversation that was approximately about a half hour long, Your Honor, at which point Mr. Watts mentioned multiple times that he was not coming to court today. Against my advice, he understood that a warrant would be issued for him, and I have no other explanation for his failure to appear, Your Honor.
All right. And for the record as well, he did contact the court this morning, and he spoke with my clerk. The clerk informed me that he was on the phone, that he was requesting new counsel, was requesting a delay in the proceeding, at which point in time I asked my clerk to ask, was he coming to the court hearing today? And he told me, he told her no, he was not coming to the court hearing today. Am I correct, Mary, Miss Mary?
Yes, you are, Your Honor.
And can you state your name for the record?
Mary Edward.
Mary Edward. All right.
And if I may, Your Honor, a substitution of attorney or a request for an attorney was never discussed with me yesterday. That was not brought up. So that is news to me, Your Honor.
Okay. So you have any requests at this point in time?
Your Honor, that is what he is requesting, then I've moved for withdrawal of counsel. Sorry. Yes, due to a breakdown of client attorney communications. Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Sorry, forgot to put that on there.
No problem. So at this time, the court is going to sever your, allow you to withdraw from this case at this point in time. It does seem like there's a breakdown in communication, although he did communicate to you that he was not coming today.
Yeah.
For further conversation with my clerk, his inability to want to come against your advice and your discretion. I'm going to allow you to withdraw from that. We did subpoena jurors to come. The jurors did appear. I did allow them to go, realizing after he had spoken with my court clerk that he was not going to come. I gave him additional time to show up just in case he had a change of mind. An extra 45 minutes, at which time he still did not appear before this court. So the court is going to case him at this time. And then you're all set with this particular case, okay?
If I just may make one additional
Absolutely.
thing on the record, just so it is clear, and I had spoken with Ms. Schneider this morning. We had a phone call conversation. I had advised her that he had told me he was not going to appear as well. Ms. Schneider also gracefully gave additional time, especially with my conflict today. We were hoping that he was going to change his mind and appear. That obviously did not happen. But I just wanted the court to be aware that I also was in contact with prosecution as well on everything for today.
And she did come down here to inform the court first thing in the morning that you did have a conflict, and we have talked offline
Yes,
about how
we
to
have.
resolve that in the future, Ms. Miller.
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
Too. Also, for the record too, I should put that two of the officers did come today.
They
So,
did.
Officer Corporal Whitehead came and he was on 1, 2, 3, 4 of these tickets. And then Officer Sharp came in and he was on 2 of the tickets. So it was only 1 ticket remaining. I was hopeful that we could have worked something out, but the officers did show up for these matters as well. So, anything further from you, Attorney Snyder?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anything further, Attorney Miller?
Nothing further. Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, that concludes this hearing. He's therefore taken.
We're going to jail.
So these police officers are pulling me over. I'm pulling into some private property right now.
Hello.
How you doing, officer?
Bowman's Colorado Springs Police.
Much-
Reason stopping you is for the plate. It's not a real plate. You have driver license, registration, insurance on you. Also
Okay.
notice that you're not wearing your seatbelt as well today.
Okay, I just want to mention, I'm currently not in commerce right now. I'm
We're not
traveling
doing that.
privately,
We're not
sir.
doing that. I need your driver license, registration, and your insurance. We're not
Okay.
having a discussion about that topic.
Okay, now I want to let you know, I'm not required to have driver's license
I'm
permits
asking you
or
for
any
that
plates.
information.
Yes, I understand that you're asking me.
No.
You know?
No. At this point, we're not asking. I'm demanding it of you.
Oh, you're demanding.
Yes, sir.
So you're infringing against my rights to be able to defend and
You have that
protect myself.
information.
Do you have any teepee? Teepee for my bunghole?
I'm not obligated to provide any information.
You
If
are, sir.
I caused any loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things, sir.
Listen, I don't care what you read online. Okay?
Sir,
That's
this
not-
is not what I read online.
We're not,
If the
we're not playing
Supreme,
that today.
okay,
I need your driver
Okay.
license, your registration, and your insurance.
I want to be sincere and honest to you as a man, okay? Besides you having this vest on as a police officer,
Yes.
I want to be real with you, sir. Okay, do you feel like you're doing the right thing, going against God's law, infringing with people's rights? If they're not doing
Not
anything?
infringing upon any of your rights. You don't
Yes.
have a right to drive, sir. You have a
No,
right
no, no,
to drive.
no, no.
You have a
I'm
right
not
to travel.
driving,
You
sir.
are free to get on your boots
I'm
and walk
traveling,
away.
sir.
However, when you drive a motor vehicle and you're driving a 2,000-pound vehicle, you are required by the state to have a driver license.
Do you know
To show
why
that
you're
you are
required?
capable of driving.
Do you know why you're
No,
required,
no,
sir?
We're not going down that route.
No, 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 no.
If you're refusing
Officer,
to provide me
please.
your information, we are going to start working this another angle.
Officer, I want to have a calm and cordial
I'm not having a
conversation with you.
conversation.
I know you're here to
Nope.
make money off of people
Nope.
with
We're
your
not having a
tickets
conversation about
and
this.
you following your process, procedure, your
Are
codes,
you refusing
and
to
your
give me your
statutes.
driver license?
I'm not refusing anything.
You are, because I've
No,
asked about
I'm not-
5 times so far.
Okay, officer.
Okay?
I'm trying to be calm and cordial and straight with you.
Let's start with supervisor.
Yes, can you bring a supervisor, please? Okay,
That's
thank
not
you.
going to prevent me from doing what I need to do.
Of course. Yeah, I
You're
understand.
refusing to give me your information.
Officer, I want to have a
No, no, no,
conversation.
no.
I'm not planning on leaving, so y'all don't.
That's fine. That's fine.
And then,
Here. You're free to record.
yes.
Not a problem with that. That's not
Of course.
bothering me. The window's not bothering me. I know the games that you're playing.
All right.
I do need your driver license.
All right.
This is a simple yes or no question. Are you going to provide me with a driver license today?
I just want to ask you.
No.
Why do I have to provide a driver's
Are
license
you going to provide
if
a
my
driver
car's not
license today?
registered?
Well, it has to be registered.
No,
So you just admitted that it's an unregistered
no,
vehicle.
I don't have to register it, sir. Understand? Oh my goodness, I bought my property privately, so you can go ahead and run it. It's not stolen. So if it's not stolen, you have no reason to infringe on my.
Any paperwork?
I have my paperwork, but I'm not required to demonstrate it or show you anything because I'm not breaking any common law. Okay? You're telling me, sir. You're telling me.
Listen, we can talk
Sir,
about-
please, let me
about
talk
fourth
to you.
article inhabitant.
Why are you acting ignorant, my
I'm
man?
not, my man. You guys have
Bro.
won this in court. Ever.
Bro, oh my
You have no
goodness.
Supreme Court case that has ever said you don't need a driver license. You can't.
Yes, there is.
Supreme Court case that you
Yes, if you're driving privately, if you have your property under.
Property on a public roadway that is paid for
Oh my
by the
god. No, right now I'm on private property.
No, you are not.
So
You
now,
go onto their front lawn, sir.
yeah,
This is
I'm
a
on their
public roadway.
I'm on their property now.
This road, sir.
This is called the curtilage right here. This is the property of the
All
house.
the words you're using. Curtilage is private property. That curtilage would be his driveway. It would be his.
And it's
front
really
lawn.
close to
No,
its
sir.
part.
No, sir.
Yes.
This is a public roadway. Shelton was a public roadway that I caught you on.
Okay.
Correct? Or are you gonna at least agree Shelton is a public road, or are we gonna call that private too?
Ooh, sick burn.
Officer,
Do you have any paperwork for the vehicle?
officer, I'm not required to show any paperwork if I have not broken any laws. I haven't caused any loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things. You're disturbing the peace. You are so-called peacekeepers, but you're disturbing the peace. You're not upholding what you uphold to the Constitution. You're not doing what's right. Y'all know this is not right. You're looking at me and you.
Right, sir? What's not right, sir, is you thinking that you do not fall under any of the rules in this state.
No.
Right is the fact that you I'm going to assume you don't have insurance because you're refusing to provide any. If you're telling me that this is private property and you don't have to follow the rules, you're probably an uninsured.
No,
driver.
no, I do follow rules. I'm not in endangerment. Did I crash somebody?
You're not going to even give it to me?
Sir, did I crash into somebody?
Do you
Was
have
I?
insurance? Do you have insurance?
Oh my God.
Do you
Officer,
have insurance?
officer,
I know I'm asking a question. Do you have insurance?
officer.
You don't want to answer
I'm not
the question?
obligated to answer that
You say how
question.
you don't want to answer
I
it,
don't.
you
I'm not
want to.
obligated to answer that question, officer.
Yeah, you are obligated. And yes, they're in the Colorado Revised Statutes, so they are law. Statutes and codes are law. You're required.
See, you have such a nasty zing to you. It's because you have all that power and all that authority because you're a police officer. You just want to take advantage of the people. I can't see how y'all can. It's crazy how y'all think y'all are doing the right thing. Statutes, policy, and code is against God's law. Okay?
Against God's law, you say, huh? Well, try reading the good book. And Romans 13, 1 and 2 tell you to obey man's law.
That's man's law. Statute, policy, code is man's law. I don't follow man's law. I abide by God. God is the one and the most powerful. God will bring judgment. Okay? If as long as I didn't create any loss, injury, harm to people, places, and things, I wasn't infringing on nobody's rights. Okay?
Well, not okay. I told you to read Romans 13, 1 and 2, but you should actually read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you'll see where you go wrong when you try to quote God's law.
I wasn't disturbing the peace. I wasn't swerving lanes. I wasn't doing nothing. The only problem you came to talk about was my plates.
I was not the only one I mentioned.
Now, if you didn't notice, I've traveled all around the state, all around quote unquote Colorado, the land of Colorado Springs, and I have had no problem with law enforcement except you, because y'all think y'all want to go ahead and ride on your high horse because y'all see something is quote unquote wrong. Y'all think I'm doing something bad, breaking the law, but this isn't law. This is statute, code, and policy. Okay, y'all are enforcing a man's laws, which is not really laws. Yes, you follow another man's orders. You don't follow God's orders. You don't do what's right. You do what you're told.
Follow the 10 Commandments? Is
Yes,
that what you're saying?
yes.
The only rules you follow?
No, I follow the laws of Ma'at. You know what laws of Ma'at?
So you're making your own.
No. It goes back to Egyptian mythology. It's beyond God.
Look, sir, we're in America, not in Egypt.
Okay, all right. Well, I also follow the 10 Commandments as well. Do not lie. Do not steal. I know all this. As long as I don't infringe on no one's rights,
Yes.
wasn't creating no.
Right for your spiritual health, sir. However, you are required to follow the laws. in
No,
the state of
it's not
Colorado.
law. It's statute, policy, and
You
code.
are free to
And if I'm not in your
Once
jurisdiction,
we are
you
done
can't
with
do
this
nothing with me.
But once we are done with it, court is where we do this. Not on
Yes,
the side of the
obviously, court is where
So are
this
you,
is handled.
again, are you refusing to provide your insurance, registration, and your driver license?
More moments later.
I stand on my truth.
Okay.
I'm gonna remain silent and not answer any of your questions if you're gonna use that against me in the
You are
court of law.
required to provide those
I'm-
3 items, though. Okay, you don't have to provide an explanation for anything else. You're right. You do have a right to remain silent on certain topics. However, you are required to provide your license, registration, and your proof of insurance, as those are statutorily required.
Statutory required.
Yes.
Yes. If I'm a taxi driver, bus driver, Uber driver,
Nope.
yes. Everyone else is following the policy because they're scared of you taking them to the box.
Every vehicle.
I'm not scared. Okay, I'm gonna stand up for my rights, and I'm gonna leave it to God. But the thing is, you know you're not doing the right thing.
No,
if I'm being
100%
here trying to be cordial with you, and you're not listening.
You're not being cordial, sir. You're
Yes.
being argumentative.
No, I'm not argumentative. Okay, I'm not trying to be belligerent. I'm just trying to be
You are,
no.
'cause you're refusing to provide any of that.
No, just cause I choose not to provide something that you're gonna use against me, how does that even make sense?
Because the law requires-
You're gonna use that against me. If I don't say nothing, I'm quiet, I'm more likely to win the case.
Do you want to step out of the vehicle then?
No, I don't, cause y'all gonna harm me and you're gonna take my property.
No, I'm not gonna harm you. How am I gonna harm you?
No, you're gonna harm me. I'm scared and I'm threatened cause I have men around me with
You
guns
don't want to come out of the
trying to violate my
You want
rights.
to provide your information that you're required to provide. Do you see how you're not being cooperative in that sense? Okay? You may think that you don't have to follow the laws, all right?
It's not laws,
That is
it's
your
statute,
belief.
policy, and code,
That is
officer.
your belief. This has been codified in the courts 100 times over, all right?
Now, which courts are we talking about? Article 1 or Article 3? Article 1 or Article 3, sir?
Maybe it hasn't gone through your weird God code.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Because we're talking about the Supreme Court here. Yeah, you're talking about the jurisdiction of the article.
The court has upheld this as well, sir.
It's crazy, yeah. It's crazy how delusional and how lost our people come to.
It's crazy that you're telling me I'm delusional as you're the one driving.
No, I'm just saying a lot of us,
Don't apply to
a lot of the Americans has lost the way of how living in American is standing up for your rights, and that's privacy. You think I'm gonna want to put my plates and my showing you who and what I am and give you all my information?
Well, you are
No,
required to do that.
no, oh, no. I'm not required
The courts have upheld.
unless I've actually created loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things. Am I in the process of a criminal activity? Have you seen me in the process of doing any criminal activity? No jurisdiction. You don't have no jurisdiction over me. I have not created any loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things. You have no reason to do anything to me, and I have no reason to give you any kind of information that you will use against me. Because that's how you work. You use everything and anything I say against me in the courts. Why do you think I want to give you anything? Think about it. Let's be honest. Why would I want to give you something and then you fine me and I'm forced to pay
It
it?
doesn't matter whether you want to give it to me or not. You are required.
No, well, I don't care.
Provide that
You're saying I'm required, sir?
Yes.
By who?
By the state law. When
Okay,
you're
who's
stopped
the
for a
state law?
When you're stopped for a traffic offense, you're required to you don't have to speak with me. You are required to identify yourself for your driver license, provide proof of registration for the vehicle, and your proof of insurance for the vehicle. Those are the 3 items that you are required to comply with. Okay? You're in violation of all 3 of those at the moment.
Okay, I'm required if I'm in your jurisdiction.
Sir,
I'm not in your jurisdiction.
Okay, whose jurisdiction are we in then?
Okay, we're in common law jurisdiction.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm traveling
Where's
I'm
the
traveling.
common law? Where do I go for that?
Okay.
Who do I talk to?
Well-
Who's the magistrate? Who's the judge?
Well, I'm gonna have to obviously take it from the Article 1 court to the Article 3 court.
Where are they located?
Okay.
Where are they located? Where's the article court?
It's called doing research, sir. You act like I'm the most intelligent person. I'm literally shaking off of my voice because I'm trembling in fear. But it's not fictitious.
It is.
The state
No
is
one- no one
fictitious,
can
sir.
do Article
The quote unquote state is fictitious. All of that is corporate deeds. All of that is in the dead world, okay? A corporation, you're following a corporation, aka a private municipal. You're following what people tell. Oh my goodness, bro. And you see, I'm trembling over the words I'm saying.
To bring this
I'm
into court,
I'm
to
traveling.
a judge about it.
Okay, I'm more willing to do that.
And that's what
Okay,
you're gonna
but the
have.
thing is, I just don't want no problems with nobody. I did not
Cause no
create.
problem, sir.
Listen, I didn't create any loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things. When I was traveling on the road, I was not swerving. I was traveling perfectly fine. Okay? The only reason they came and bothered me is because my plates is private. What does that let you know? Private. Leave me alone, sir.
No, you can.
It means leave me alone. It means do not tread on me, sir. Huh?
You can drive on your front lawn and on your private property as much as you please. However, you are on a public roadway at this point.
So have you, I honestly want to ask you a real question. Have you not encountered other people with private plates? Because there's many other people around here.
Oh, yes, they get their plates confiscated and they go to court. That's exactly what happens to them. That is the exact turnout. That just happened to one of your buddies that has this exact type of license plate.
Okay, no, you're saying you're one of your buddies, like I'm with them.
I mean one of your fellow believers.
Now you're saying one of fellow believers, like just because they're doing and standing on their rights, that I'm gonna agree with everything they're saying too. That's not correct.
I didn't. Come on. You know how you're twisting the words there. Somebody who believes that they can have a private license plate.
Okay, believe.
Yes.
Okay, so you think I'm delusional. So officers, so you're saying you think I'm delusional because I want to stand up for my rights and have privacy.
I never said you were delusional. I said you can believe what you want.
Yeah, believe so means in your imagination, which means it's not correct, or foundation, which means delusional, right or wrong.
Well, I guess you've never
so you're saying I'm lost. So you're saying I'm lost. So you're saying I'm wrong and I'm lost and I'm confused, basically, which adds up to, no, it adds up to that. So you're saying everything you're doing, so you think, for instance, here's one of the statutes, policies, and codes you're enforcing the people. You think, is it really up to you, or is it up to God when someone decides if they can harvest rainwater on their private property, on their property, but you're gonna enforce it because you were told to do that? That's not right. That's not God's plan.
Never enforce rainwater.
That's
I don't know where you're coming
okay.
from.
Well, there's a statute. No. There's a statute. No. There's a statute that says you cannot harvest rainwater on your house. Okay. Now, who the hell wrote up that statute? You're following it though. You don't ask questions.
I have a right to go to the river and dam it up and just say this is all my water?
No. I'm not saying you could go and claim it.
I mean, we may as well just play that.
No.
Go down the rabbit hole.
No.
You're free to do whatever you please. I'm free to do whatever.
No. I'm not free to do whatever I please. No. That's why I said, did I create any loss? Did I create any injury or harm to people, places, things, or property? If I did, if I accidentally crashed into somebody, okay, if I was a threat to the public roadways, if I was swerving, I would understand you would stop me. Officers, I know y'all need to go make more money off of other people, okay? But I'm not gonna give you the time of day because I'm gonna actually stand on what's right. I'm in fear, but I'm gonna go with my faith over fear. I'm gonna stand on courage.
Nobody has threatened you. I haven't threatened you at this point.
It doesn't matter. It's just still the way you carry yourself, both of y'all, like y'all are the and that you can do whatever the you want and follow
Absolutely not
and
at all.
enforce the procedures when majority of them are literally, they have no foundation.
They do, sir.
This is so sad. This is what America has come to. Communistic. You gotta follow and do what the police say, because if not, you gotta be scared of your life. Because if you don't do with the law enforcement, a quote unquote law enforcement is what I should say. Oh, you're supposed to be the peacekeepers, but you're not keeping the peace. You're not keeping.
Job, sir.
You're not. What'd you say?
That's not our entire job. There's other aspects of it as well.
Okay, yeah, the other aspects is to engage and leech off of people and suck all their money up dry for not following correctly a rule, not a law. God never said that you can go over 50 miles per hour and you should go to jail. That was a man that wrote that.
Correct, sir.
And you decided to enforce it without questioning it.
Laws and rules.
Yeah, so they're not laws then. Get it correct. They're not laws. They're statute, policy, and code. What's real law? Do not lie, do not steal, do not kill. If you do, there will be consequences. Do not damage other people's property. I haven't done any of that. I haven't created any loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things, or their property. There's no reason I should be getting messed with. And the only reason why I'm talking fast and at this manner is because I want to demonstrate to y'all that yes, I'm scared because I got a couple men right here. How's it going? How you doing, officer? How you doing?
Good. Okay. I'm Sergeant Compton.
Nice to meet you, Sergeant Compton.
Nice to meet you, and you are?
I'm a nobody.
Oh, it's nobody.
Nobody.
Just refer to me as nobody.
Nobody?
Yes.
Okay. Almost nobody. What's going on today?
Okay, so I was traveling as I always do. I have never had a problem here on the land of Colorado Springs for at least a year until these law enforcement decided to get behind me and stop me. I didn't create any loss, injury, or harm to people, places, or things, or any property. So I have no reason to be messed with. My property.
A loss in that you have not registered your vehicle.
Okay.
To be able to drive, to pay for your right to travel on the streets.
Okay, now,
So you are
when you say, so when you have to pay to get a license, we have to pay to get tags and stickers, you're submitting to their jurisdiction and you're giving away your rights for benefits and privileges. I'm not doing that.
You're paying for those benefits and privileges.
Yes, and I don't want benefits and privileges. I want my rights.
But you are using those benefits and privileges in driving on the roadways.
Okay, the benefits or privileges are mainly for people who create money on the roadways, as in bus driver, taxi driver, truck driver, trailer driver. I'm not any of those things. I do not create my money on the roadways, which means I'm not required to have license, registration, or any of this stuff that pulls me into your jurisdiction.
Colorado says that you are required to have those things.
The state of Colorado.
If you drive on the roadways owned by the state of Colorado, you are required to have a driver's license, to have a registration, and to have proof insurance.
Okay.
If you do not have those things, then you give up those rights and privileges to drive on these roadways.
Okay, so let me clarify again. When I go and sign the contract for my license and sign the contract for the tags of the property, I'm signing away the property and my rights away to the state. Now I'm giving them jurisdiction, yes. So now I'm getting jurisdiction for these men over here to come and tell me and charge me for whatever the heck they want, and I have to follow it because I gave y'all jurisdiction. You don't have jurisdiction over me. I am on my private property, going to my private location.
This is not your private property.
Okay, I stopped on private property because I know right here I'm protected compared to over there.
You are not on private property. You are on public property.
And now for one gulp.
We've got this guy, of course, he's saying all the normal things to cops trying to explain to him what goes on. But he's not to be persuaded in any fashion because he has been taught by some guru all the things that are spouting out of his mouth. So let's go over this just real quickly here. Here's the Colorado Revised Statutes. And the definition of driver means every person who drives or is in actual physical control of a vehicle. Well, that's him. Well, a motor vehicle, that means any self-propelled vehicle that is designed primarily for travel on the public highways. Well, that's what he's sitting in. And then a vehicle, it just means a device that is capable of moving itself or of being moved from place to place upon wheels or endless tracks. That's also what he's doing. So this is very, simple if he had just gone and looked at some things like Google. And he's about 60 years past what has already been decided, because here's a list of Colorado cases where people had tried to challenge traffic laws based on the same type of things that he is spouting off to the policeman. The right to drive a motor vehicle on the public highways of this state is not a fundamental right. Every citizen has an unalienable right to make use of the public highways of the state, and every citizen has full freedom to travel from place to place in the enjoyment of life and liberty. The limitations which may be placed upon this inherent right of the citizen must be based on a proper exercise of police power of the state in the protection of public health, safety, and welfare. The regulation and control of traffic upon the public highways is a matter which has a definite relationship to the public safety, and no one questions the authority of the General Assembly to establish reasonable standards of fitness and competence to drive a motor vehicle which a citizen must possess before he drives a car on the public highways. And these are some of the cases. God, there's plenty more that address this doofus's arguments right on point. So there you have it. Another doofus trying to spout guru nonsense. And you can see here, none of it makes any sense.
All right, y'all. So I'm being coerced to do this. He's ready to take me out of the vehicle, so I'm gonna do this because I don't want this to escalate. Oh yeah, I'm going for my wallet. Okay, I'm sorry. No, yeah, keep in mind this ID is expired. Okay, so I'm only willing to show him this contract that I no longer am currently in because I am standing up for my rights. So let me go ahead and find it right here. Where's my ID? It's right here. Okay, I got it right here. Hold on, officers. So right here is the quote-unquote ID. So I'm not willing to give them anything else except this, just so they can quote-unquote, just gonna give you this just so you can check my background, because that's what y'all care about so much, to make sure I have no criminal history or anything like that, right? Can I just show it to you like this? Because I don't want to hand you the card.
You can hold it up against the window. Hold on a second then. Just cleaning your window because it's very dirty. Hold it up over here for a second.
So it doesn't.
You have window tint and I can't see it. Thank you. And you're refusing to provide the other information, correct?
I'm not required to, officer.
Okay, again, we're not playing the wordsmith game. Are you refusing to give it to me? It's a yes or no on that one. This is your last opportunity. You can provide me with some type of registration and insurance, or you cannot. It depends on what you decide to do.
Okay.
If you don't want to, that's fine.
I don't want to.
Okay,
I don't want
then
to.
you're just going to be added charges on it, okay?
Later, in the void.
Can I have your name and badge number 2, officer?
Officer Barnett, 5276. I'll give you my
5276. Okay, yes, please.
Okay, last thing, no registration.
Yeah.
One of the charges is going to be not having a valid registration on your car. Okay? One of the ways that we prove that is the license plates that you have on your car are not valid.
Okay. Well,
So,
I don't understand the charges that y'all are bringing against me because I don't understand all the legalese and the words and the terms as far as it goes to the court.
I just want to tell you that as part of the evidence process for those charges, we're taking your license plates.
Oh, so you're going to take the plates?
Yep,
So you're going to
they're going
confiscate
in
my
as
property?
Evidence. If, when you go to court, if you decide you're going to go to court, have to go to court. It's a required mandatory court date. When you go there, talk to the judge. If he says you get them back, you get them back. But until that time, they're going to go into evidence. Okay?
Because it's your vehicle, sir, we'll give you the opportunity if you would like to remove them. Otherwise, we're going to use a screwdriver and just take it off.
I would like to remove them.
That would require you to get out of the car.
Yeah, that would require me to get out the car, and I don't want to do that, so I'll let y'all go ahead and do what y'all need to do.
You want a bigger? I got a bigger screwdriver.
Here's my card.
Okay, appreciate that. Sir, and can I have your name and badge number 2, please? Your business card, should I say?
Yeah, my information will be on the ticket, and I'll get you a card as well. Hold on one second, I'll get your card. Here's your screws back, the license plate. You got them?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
There goes my plates right there. Thank you. Thank you.
Send you a copy of the citation today. We have your information up the top, followed by the vehicle. Your court date is going to be November 9th, 8 a.m. at the County Courthouse, 270 South Tejon Street, downtown, corner of Tejon and Vermillo. A couple charges on here we'll go over, okay? So, fictitious license plate for displaying a not valid license plate. Operating an unregistered vehicle. Operating without insurance.
Okay, and I just want to clarify, making sure that I do not understand any of these charges being charged against me. I don't.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Just let me get through it. Driving without your seatbelt on. Obstructed, driver vision obstructed through required glass. All the cracks in your windshield, you create a certain level of glare, make it hard for you to see the traffic ahead of you and pedestrians that may be crossing the roadway. And drove vehicle without your valid driver's license, because your license is not valid. Okay. Do you have any questions on the charges? Within reason, please.
The only thing is I don't understand any of the charges being against me.
Okay. Do you need me to re-explain anything?
I don't need you to explain anything. That's it.
Good, thank you. So it's a mandatory court appearance, meaning that you do have to appear for your court date. If you fail to show up or you forget, it may turn into a warrant for you, at which point you can go to jail. If you can't make it to your court date for whatever reason, court's information is going to be down in this section here. There's their phone number. Give the court's a call ahead of time. Just work something out with the court system. Okay? So we give your copy to you. Do you have any questions?
I'm not going to touch you, officer.
There you go,
still,
sir.
regardless of whether you pick
Any
that
other
up,
questions?
No questions.
you're still required, whether that flies away or not, you're still required to be in court.
Okay,
You're not allowed to drive the vehicle either.
Okay, so if I decide to go
You can
back
park it right
home,
here.
if I decide to go back home, I can't do that?
If I see you driving this car, I'm going to drop some more tickets on you.
And if that continues at one point or another, if this continues, the vehicle will be towed.
So you are free to park the car and walk and travel along the roadway with your legs. But at this point, you don't have a valid driver license, you don't have a registered vehicle, and you don't have any proof of insurance. I'm not going to tell you can go drive this car on the roadway and harm somebody. And
Well, I don't harm nobody. That's why I have no criminal activity or criminal history.
That's fine. We're not going to create the possibility for that by allowing you to do that because it's against Colorado law.
Well, you're not, because I'm conscious and aware and present, and I know how to drive. I know how to travel correctly.
If you drive off right now, I'm just going to submit paperwork and drop more tickets on you. Okay?
So are y'all going to be, how long are y'all going to be waiting here?
A little while. I got paperwork to do.
Okay.
Okay? Do you have any other questions for me?
No questions.
Yeah, you just wait there. And we thank Juan Galt, and we'll see you in court November 9th at 8 a.m.
I'm sick of you always telling me what to do. You need to stop blaming others for your denials, and you're supposed to decide what you be or something. Yeah.
And thanks for hanging out with us on Facts or Frauds. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, you're subscribed, and ring that bell for notifications so the next time I premiere a video, you can be in a live chat with everyone else. And leave a comment in the comment section, tell me what you think. And a huge thank you to our channel members, Robert Morley, Andy, Chris Kelling, Goddess of Truth, Pedro Whack-A-Mole, Drew B, Shawn OldFart, GW1960, Butcher Bird, Pat's Cats, Westside Girl Reacts, Jason Heaton, and Grendel's Rage. And for those of you that's still hanging out, thank you. I appreciate you all. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, you're subscribed, and leave a comment in the comment section, tell me what you think. Until next time, I'll see you soon.